Hey everyone! Well, it has been a while. It's been a few months since I've posted any sort of video. It's not my full-time job, but I do enjoy doing this stuff. So I'm just glad to be able to be doing another video here again. I think it was like January the last time I posted anything. Callie's joining me today because she decided to sit here and can't get her to move. So, guest starring Callie. Today's video is actually a 5-year review on Boundary Supply Prima pack. So I like finding these items and this gear, and when I find stuff that's really good, I just like to tell people about it because it lasts and it's good stuff. Disclaimer, of course, I didn't get this as a gift from Boundary. I paid for it myself. So I'll kind of give a quick overview of the Prima system, and then after that I'll turn the camera around and then just kind of show you how it's held up over 5 years. If you like this type of stuff, I really would appreciate the like and subscribe. So let's just jump right in, okay? So Boundary Supply, story behind getting the Prima. So I got this around January of 2019. That was when Boundary had basically just this, and they had just launched their Errant pack system. I actually had the Errant first, got it off of when they were still on Kickstarter, and was one of the first adapters for the Errant. And I actually ended up selling it to a friend because it's a great bag, don't get me wrong. But I wanted a little more space, and the main thing that I really like about this Prima system is this center line zipper to just give me really easy access to the bag, among other features to the Prima system. Now if you go to Boundary Supply's website, I'll go ahead and link that, or put the link in the description. They've got a whole ton of bags now. They pretty much specialize in bags, backpacks, modular systems where you can kind of interchange, swap out pieces, which is really great. Their materials are wonderful. It lasts. They got a pretty good warranty. I haven't had to use it. That being said, I mean, the bag has held up. This has been pretty much my EDC. When they say EDC bag, this pretty much lives up to that. I've been using this pretty much every day for work. It's gone on trips with me, vacations, short overnight or weekend trips. It's been my go-to bag for like amusement parks, museums, that kind of stuff. If I need to lug around some other some items and I'm out for more than just a couple hours. Are there better bags for certain activities out there that are more specialized? Yes, for sure. One thing is the weight on this bag. If you're looking for a lightweight backpack for like day hiking, this is probably not gonna, it's usable. I mean, you can use it, but it's not gonna be your best option. But as far as being versatile and being able to use it for a whole lot of different things, it checks the boxes for almost everything else. So what do we have? We got the actual bag. It's approximately a 30-liter bag. We've got these really easy to open fid locks on the front. On the outside flap, we have a zippered pocket, and it's actually a lot deeper than what you'd think. I can put a whole lot of stuff in there. We open it up like this. If you've seen any other reviews, you've already probably seen an overview, and then we can open the bag up, and it reveals a pretty cavernous interior of the bag. So what does my daily loadout look like? Well, it varies, but generally I usually have a shaker bottle in there, and I've usually got my regular water bottle in there. It does have a water bottle holder. This is a Yeti, and it's a 36-ouncer. It does fit in there, but I find I just prefer tossing it in here. This is actually the Boundary PK1. It's a great little kind of like I'm not going to say toiletry bag. How do I say it? What do I use it for? I use it for gym clothes and like hairbrush, comb, that kind of stuff for when I need to go work out. There is an additional pocket in the back here that you can use as well. On the side, we got another zipper compartment here. I usually carry like a power brick in there, or maybe a mouse. Okay. And then there's yet another zippered compartment. Let's see. So maybe I'll do it this way. You got your side opening compartment over here, which is great because you can access stuff that's in your bag. And then you got another zippered compartment in there as well. This is where the camera bag will actually interface with the bag if you so decide to use it. Oh, the bottom of my bag, I got some shower shoes as well, or if I'm at the gym and need to take my shower. On the outside of the bag, close this up real quick, we have the actual, what is intended for a water bottle pocket. I tend to just keep small items in here, like a Leatherman or something else maybe. Let me close it back up. The nice thing about those fidlocks, they just snap right into place. On the top here, back panel, behind that top flap opening, we can unzip this. And we have, I believe they were calling it the field space initially. So I like this thing. I usually keep power cords in here. My little clicker there, some pens. You can open it up and put, I don't know, documents, something in that sleeve as well, a really thin tablet. It clicks in, almost everything is magnetic. It clicks right in. And over here, normally I carry my laptop in this space right back here. I believe it can hold up to, and don't quote me on this, I think it's maybe a 17-inch, maybe, laptop. My laptop's a 15-inch, and there's plenty of space. So I can definitely hold larger than that. So that's kind of my usual typical daily loadout. And like I said, it will vary. When I've used this on like short day trips or overnight trips or weekend trips, or just brought it as an extra bag for vacation, I usually stuff it with clothing or shoes or other things. If I'm using it, you know, as the amusement park go-to bag, and obviously it's got snacks and that kind of stuff in it. But it works well as basically almost like a jack-of-all-trades bag, not a specialized bag, for me anyway. When you flip it around this way, we got the nice little sternum strap here, magnetic closure, good padding on the back. I've liked it all this time. It's never really worn down on me. We got a little hip belt as well. Let me lift it up so you can actually see it. And then we got a nice little pass through here if you want to stick that on your luggage or on the rolling luggage, turn it on its side. We've got a hidden little compression strap over on this side as well, in case you want to put something taller into that water bottle pocket and then kind of secure it in. So very versatile, lots of options. Like I said, it's pretty much the epitome of an everyday use bag. This is the camera bag for the folks that use DSLR cameras. I have a DSLR camera that I haven't touched in years. But when I was using it, I did make use of this bag. It does interface nicely with the side opening pocket over here, so you can actually put the bag in this way. And that way, once it's inside the actual Prima system, it's pretty easy once you get used to it to kind of just turn the bag, open up that side opening pocket, and reach in for your camera and your lenses and whatever you need. So most of the time, like I said, I haven't really done that because I prefer using the bag to carry gear and stuff. If I did use this when I was using my DSLR a little more often, I would just kind of carry it separately. But it is a nice extra item, modular item that Boundary has with the Prima system. So this is the non-X-Pac version. They do have, I think this is just Cordura and Hypalon on the outside. They do have the X-Pac version now. I think they have an X-Pac version for almost every bag they make. So if you like X-Pac material for an extra, I think the difference is maybe $30 to $50 depending on the bag, you can get it in X-Pac. I did mention the Errant earlier. They have, for a while I was seeing the Errant Pro on their website. I perused it recently in the past few days, and I didn't see it anymore. So I'm not sure where it went, or if they're just out of stock. I did see the regular Errant in both the Cordura and the X-Pac materials, however. Some things that made me decide to sell my Errant to my friend and get the Prima. Like I said, the big thing was I wanted a little bit more space, which the Prima provides. I like the versatility with the field space piece, as well as the camera bag. And the main thing is I like the easy accessibility of that center line zipper that just comes open and I can just access everything I need in the bag. It's just an overall great, versatile bag, everyday bag. So let me go ahead, and that's the bag overview, the pockets, really quick. If you want more information, you can go right to their website. Since this is a review about, how is it held up, which is very well, I'm gonna turn the camera around here in a second and kind of go close up on the bag itself and kind of show you the wear and tear that it's experienced in the last 5 years. Stay tuned. All right, so I've got the camera, my phone turned around here, and basically we're just gonna go through the bag and just show you how it's held up in the past little over 5 years, and the answer is pretty darn well. So we're gonna start at the top grab handle of the backpack here. We can see the Boundary lettering there. So we can see that the Hypalon coating the handle has over the years started to peel off. Doesn't change the usability of that handle at all. It doesn't affect the functionality. So yeah, happy with that. And you can see the Cordura itself, the brown Cordura, is in very good condition. It's very abrasion resistant. Although, like I said, it's a heavier material. It's not a light backpack by any means. The zippers themselves, the YKK zippers, the Storm Guard, those are doing excellent. They keep my gear in there, or whatever I'm carrying there, supplies, office supplies. They keep them nice and dry. Water resistant, not waterproof. Moving on down to the top pocket here on the outside. You may have noticed the zipper pulls already. So those are obviously not the original zipper pulls. Over the past 5 years, these zipper pulls have one by one failed, and they were made out of black Hypalon, and they eventually all just broke. So I replaced them with these zipper pulls. They're, I don't know if you can see the Marmot symbol there. They're from an old Marmot backpack that I had. So to me, again, the more important thing is the zippers still work great. I can get zipper pulls pretty easily. A little more wear there on that Hypalon, peeling off. Moving on down a little bit, you can see some scratches, but nothing big, no holes, no tears in the Cordura. These are the fid locks. Other than wear on the paint, they work beautifully. Open and close very easily. The Hypalon right there, the black Hypalon, is holding up really well. It hasn't peeled on that portion of the bag. You just see some minor abrasions on it, but again, no tears or holes or anything to speak of. The straps for the fid locks are in excellent condition. No tears or cuts or anything major there, so that's good. Moving down, again, that centerline zipper is completely intact. We do have some scratching and abrasion on that Cordura, but nothing really. If I back out here, you can see it You can see kind of right there and around, but it's purely cosmetic. Okay. And coming down, so this bag, it actually doesn't stand up that well. I'm surprised I was able to get it to stand up this whole time. That is one trade-off versus the Errant. The Errant stands up better than the Prima on its own. So the bottom is Hypalon as well. And other than a little bit of peeling down here, considering this is the bottom of the bag, you're setting it down, other than that little bit of peeling, it's just got some very minor cosmetic scratches. It's not bad at all. We've got these straps on the outside I forgot to mention earlier, so this is great for if you have some extra clothes, extra coats, you want to just roll them up and kind of attach them into the bag. You can cinch these tight. You can also add an additional, there's a lashing point here, you can add additional peripheral items from Boundary as well with their modular system for these bags. I'm going to turn the bag on the side. So the side here, just again, some cosmetic looking kind of scratches on the Cordura, nothing big. But overall, you can see the seams here are still, they're not coming apart or anything. It's held up very nicely. Turn it around to the other side where we have the side access compartment. And again, other than these cosmetic little scratches on the Cordura, the bag itself functionally is perfectly intact. Shoulder straps, I'm going to have to try to hold this up now. The shoulder straps have broken in nicely. Okay, we got our load lifters up here. To be quite honest, these load lifters, I don't know, they're not super effective. The padding on the shoulder straps, just a little bit of wear. You know, where it rubs against my shoulders most, I guess. Switch my hands here and go to this side. Let's take a look over here. So a little bit of wear to it, but overall, you know, for 5 years plus of use, I'd say, you know, it's held up beautifully. The padding on the back, let me zoom the camera out a little bit, is still nice and cushy. Okay, give you an idea of the thickness of that. Go in here and kind of press on it. So it's still comfortable on the back. Not the most ventilated bag, but it does really well for what it is. The bottom padding here, still looking good. Okay, no major cuts or tears. And then we have the waist strap. So the waist strap, I did, let's see, right here. So, focus camera, focus. So, this is my fault. This was me accidentally slamming, or not slamming, but closing my car door and not noticing that this strap was hanging out. And I think the car door had hit the buckle when I closed the door, and yeah, so this buckle is, so the waist strap I don't really use anymore. I think it still closes, it's just not very secure. I can always get a replacement from Boundary, I just never got around to doing it, maybe one of these days. So again, this didn't happen just as natural wear and tear, this was me accidentally closing my car door on that buckle. So that'll happen to almost any buckle that's plastic. But yeah, so let me try to stand it up again here. The inside of the bag, okay, I kind of showed you the inside earlier, has held up. There are no, I can say there's no tears or rips or anything exciting going on the inside. So materials are top notch, and overall just really happy with the way this bag has lasted. That's about it. I'm gonna call it done for this video. Hopefully it was useful. There are plenty of other bag makers out there as well that make quality gear. The market is just full of them, but just wanted to highlight the quality on this Boundary Prima System bag that I've been using. All right, guys, have a good one, and I will talk to you later.